Hey guys, Alternate Buttons here. We're gonna do something a bit different for today.
We're planning to do like a sort of podcast thing.
Yeah, here's the deal. Because we, have like a delay with our episodes, whenever we talk about anything current, it's usually like months before, like a few weeks before.
Yeah.
So it's like, kind of like, we're repeating like a point. Like one time I brought up like Minecraft or whatever, and it was like weeks after it was revealed that it was coming to Wii U. And so, like, it was weird. Well, for the episode, so like I figured why not have like a podcast where we discuss like current events in gaming, stuff that kind of hits home. We're not gonna do this all the time, but stuff that's like really important.
Yeah.
And we're gonna call it Button Discussion.
Yeah.
So this is our first topic is about Paper Mario Color Splash.
Yes, this game was revealed I think maybe a week ago.
Yeah, it was about a week, and it was God. It was immediate hype, followed by immense disappointment.
I was studying in the library or practicing, one of the two, and I get this voicemail from Sean. I'm like, all right, I need to step out and take a moment. This might be serious, because normally he doesn't send me voicemails like unless something fucked up or like something important happened. And I'm like, I'm kind of bracing myself for. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. What's gonna happen? And he starts the voicemail. I think he starts like, Anand? Like really angrily. And I was just like, oh, well, here we go. And it was like, you're not gonna believe this. And I'm like, all right. And he was like, they made a sequel to Paper Mario. And I'm like, God damn it.
You're so like, oh no, oh god.
I looked down to the floor. I'm like, oh, okay. So at least it's not anything like personal or anything. And I'm like listening. I'm like, and then you were like, oh, but it's not what you think it is. No,
it's fucking Sticker Star.
All over again. I was like, half of me was laughing because of the sheer ridiculousness and passion you were throwing into this voicemail. And the other half was like, oh man, again?
Yeah.
Again?
I saw the trailer and I was like, holy shit, the game looks amazing. It looks amazing, it sounds amazing. But then it started playing more. And then I kept seeing stuff that looks suspiciously like Sticker Star. Like, we have it on repeat right now on the screen. And, like, he goes onto the island or whatever. It looks all great. But then you see that there's no original characters.
Other
but
than
Toads.
Mario. Yeah. Other than Mario and Peach. And this little bucket thing that kind of just floats around everywhere, which I guess is the replacement of Curtsy?
Yeah. So, like... What? I looked at it, I'm like, okay, and I see like the end goal star right there, which means that these levels are gonna be linear again. Look, right now the house is just lit up, and once again we have the Toads falling out of the house, and that was the same fucking joke they used Sticker Star, the same one, the same exact one, and oh, here's the fan, Luke the fan, everybody loves the fan, it's just every fucking element from Sticker Star is just here.
Okay,
and it baffles my mind that they went back to this formula.
I want to outline really quickly as possible, everything that was wrong with Sticker Star. First of all, attacking. Attacking was terrible.
Well, let's start with story.
Okay, story.
Story
or
was
lack of.
Yeah, story was barely there. It was basically a streamlined story. Bowser didn't talk. Every character was generic. There's no more like original characters. No more like original intelligent system characters.
I will say the one thing I did like was the Luigi additions.
Yeah.
It was like Luigi was found in stupid fucking places.
I mean,
just like, what is he doing here?
Yeah, it was funny, but like...
That made me laugh.
That gave him like just a weird character. It didn't really give him much of a character.
That's true. He's always been kind of a standoffish character though. So.
Yeah, and then like, it was just plain and boring. And then the combat system, which,
Oh yeah, I can take care of that. Okay, here's the thing, ladies and germs. Paper Mario started out as a pure live action RPG.
No, it was like traditional RPG, turn-based RPG that it
Yeah, but
started
it
out
had
as.
action commands with it as well.
Yeah.
So it was a little more action-y than Pokemon, but not as much as, say, Xenoblade.
Yeah, like that's real time.
So that was cool. That was really unique, and that ended up being really, really popular. And of course, it was Paper Mario, and you're like, Mario's turned paper. What's going on? But the thing I liked about Paper Mario and its sequel is that this is kind of going on a tangent real quick. Their use, their attraction to the paper was not focused.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
They-
the story didn't revolve around them being paper.
Yeah.
The story revolved around them being in a paper world. And, like, it kind of joked around a little bit. Like, if you press the button, like, the
like,
stairs
flats.
the stairs would fold out like origami or something like that. Or,
Yeah.
like, they'd flip a book and it'd show there. Like, that was cute.
You know, I don't really even mind the fact that they went all out with the paper aesthetic here because it looks nice. Like, I like the cardboard trees and, like,
That's true.
you know, everything. It looks good. Like the art style is good. It's the gameplay that's getting me. So,
That's where I was going with that. It's too much focused on being paper, you know?
well, no, it's not that.
And I'm getting to it. Let me link it. And because of that, you miss out all the crucial things that happen with storyline and with activity. You're using stickers or cards or parts of the game, and that lends into how bad the actual gameplay is. In an RPG, you should have, at the very least, a basic move. Paper Mario and Paper Mario Thousand Year Door accomplished this very effectively. They had a basic jump and a basic hammer. Standard stuff.
Yeah.
It's not the most powerful thing in the world, but of
Yeah.
course you work up to the more powerful things.
Yeah.
But in Sticker Star, there was the possibility, and I encountered this on the final boss, which is more aggravating beyond belief, that you could run out of moves. So you would effectively be looking at this boss, stuck on the start pad.
You could be, like, at the very, very end
And
and run out of stickers.
Yeah, and then you just couldn't attack. And so basically the game said you didn't have enough stickers, so you lose. I don't think that an RPG
Yeah.
should be a collectathon like that.
Like, the fact that I didn't mind that they limited your attacks. Like, whatever. It sucks, but hey, you know, if you left, like, you know, the more powerful attacks, like the multi-bounce, or like the power bounce, or, you know, the power smash, I would have been okay with that. It would have been kind of annoying, but it would have been like a neat little mechanic.
Right.
But they should have left you a jump and hammer mechanic that was maybe weak, but could, you know, lend you, like, some sort of... But you'd have to run from battles.
It was something. It was something.
And another thing, the battles themselves were pointless, because you didn't get EXP in Sticker Star.
Yeah?
You leveled up by getting heart containers, basically, from doing tasks.
Yeah?
So, what do you get from battles? You get coins, and from what we see in the trailer here, you get points from battles, yet again. No experience, no leveling up, it looks like it's pointless. Now, okay, you see that little tank right there that's, like, filling up? That, is supposed, like, that's like your paint canister.
Right.
If you run out, you don't have any more paint.
Right.
And Game Explain theorized that maybe that's your limitation this time. Like, you can, like, for this, they have cards instead of stickers. And, you know, originally we thought, oh, the cards are limited. And, you know, it's reasonable to think that. But what might be the case is that you might be building movesets. Like, you might build a deck of cards. And the paint would be the limiting factor. And you may get paint from battles. So, if that was the case, then okay. Maybe it'll be more substantial.
There's still that possibility, however, of you running out of moves and simply losing because you ran out of moves.
Yeah.
Because if you run out of paint, then what are you going to do? Throw empty cards? Unless they make that a weak attack, it's not going to work.
Unless you get paint from, like, defeating, like, every single enemy and you don't get it at the end of the battle.
Yeah, that would work too.
You know, but
That's
they need to have a safety net for you. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And they need to give battles purpose.
I agree wholeheartedly. The point of battles in Paper Mario and Paper Mario Thousand Year Door was so that you would get stronger. So you'd be able to use, whether you wanted more HP or FP or BP or whatever, you know, you would eventually get stronger. Here, I'm pretty sure Mario was probably about as strong in Sticker Star at the end of the game than he was at the beginning. It was just the type of stickers that he was able to access.
There's no progression. Like, you don't... I just feel like, oh, I found this thing, so it's powerful. And that's another thing! A lot of the puzzles were like, oh, you need this random-ass thing that you found, and you need to put it in this random-ass spot, and hopefully it'll work. And if it doesn't work, you can't use the sticker again.
Yeah, and if you don't know what it is, if you don't have a guide, you're basically going back and forth, collecting all these different stickers and trying them out. Some of them aren't even intuitive.
Yeah, and Kirsty is no help. She doesn't give you any, like, real hints. Like, it was such a fucking, like... It was... You basically had to hunt everything down. And you had to figure it out for yourself. Unless you had a guide, you were stuck all the time.
And you know what the sad thing about it is? The mechanics actually wouldn't have been that bad, because I actually had a really good time with this game up until World 3.
Yeah, that's when I started to realize, oh, is every boss just going to be a sticker requirement? Or
Exactly.
is every boss just going to be like, oh, it's going to get the thing, you know? And the fact that you could still run out, it sucks.
It just, maybe the thing is, Mario has a history of being an RPG.
And
This is not RPG. That's not an RPG
but
battle.
It didn't even need to be RPG. Like, Super Paper Mario was good. You know, it was a platformer
Right.
RPG. Where, you know, it was fine.
No, yeah, definitely.
You know, it wasn't Paper Mario, but it was still good. Sticker Star was just broken at times. And, you know, from what...
It was Asbin
Yeah, we haven't seen much of Color Splash. Like, it's still kind of early in development.
So I guess we can't bash
Yeah.
it too much, but it's showing a lot of promise towards Sticker Star,
Yeah,
which is scary.
like, I'm hoping that Paint Can guy is a bit more help than Kirsty. I hope he gives you a bit more, you know, purpose in life.
I would not even have been upset about the sticker requirement if Curtsy made legitimate hints. Curtsy half insulted me the entire game.
Yeah.
Like every time I'd be like, don't you know what you're supposed to do here? Come on. That's all I get from her.
Yeah, like, bitch, you're supposed to be the hint system. What the hell? I did not like Kirsty whatsoever. I had no sympathy when you had to use her as a sticker in the end.
Yeah, that was weird. They had you like, they had
Yeah.
a thing where they were like, oh Mario, you know,
Use Kirsty.
don't forget me. And I'm like, bitch.
I'm gonna forget you like you were yesterday's lunch. But enough about our Sticker Star hate. I want to
you're
stay
right.
hopeful for Color Splash
You're right.
because look at it. It looks beautiful.
It does look incredible.
Like it's the art style I would want out of a Paper Mario game. And you know, and the paint hammer looks interesting. Like, you know,
I do like the paint hammer mechanic. I think it has some real promise.
yeah.
My thing, let me think. I think this game would be okay. I wish it would be more memorable, because right now all I see is just something I go through. Another.
It feels like another irritation of Sticker Star.
It feels like, yeah, it just feels like it's just kind of been produced. It's not as memorable as like Rogueport or.
Well, I have to disagree there. Like the town, this land actually is. It's called Prism Island, so it's not the Mushroom Kingdom.
Really? Okay.
It's a different land. So there is a bit of difference there. And now we've only seen the first world. They're actually, like, you see the train over there?
Yeah, you're
There
right.
might be a train world, like on the map. I mean, there might be like a train world, like a Western world. There might be more to this.
You're right. Yeah.
So-
that's a good point.
But this is only the first area we've seen, so maybe it starts out familiar, but it builds upon it. That's a possibility.
It is. And
I-
maybe the building, maybe the plaza gets more fill as you progress. Like you kind of build the city back
Yeah.
up. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, there is, like, you see, there's a green toad I see by the hall over there.
Wait, where? I didn't see it.
He has like a flag. I don't know if he's different or not, but I mean, it's a different toad. That's something you rarely saw in Sticker Star.
Yeah, I think I saw maybe one different toad, and that was Toadsworth.
Yeah. So, that's not even Toadsworth.
It wasn't.
It's a regular toad.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna get my hopes up too high, but my projection for this game is that it's going to be substantially better than Sticker Star. It's
You
gonna
think
be
so?
like a better Sticker Star.
Maybe.
Maybe it'll be Sticker Star done right. I don't know.
Yeah. I guess that's the thing. Like, if you just made it similar to how you did the first two chapters and gave actual hints and didn't let us run out of moves, I would have loved Sticker Star. I thought it was still had like the quality, like the quirkiness of the original series. Like, there was still a couple of jokes that was like, okay, I can relate this to the other Paper Mario games. Like,
Yeah.
that's their humor.
Like their elements are still there.
It's just the carry out of the actual gameplay that was just, it wasn't well done, to be honest. It just,
You know, maybe if they improve it enough to where it's more functional, gives you more purpose, and it's more fun for one thing, maybe it'll be good. I don't know. For one thing, Peach talks in this game though,
that's good.
so that's a good sign. I assume this is Bowser we're dealing with for the enemy.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna put my cards on that. My cards on that.
Hey.
Hey. So I don't know. It's just
I
was really hoping for 1,000-Year Door 2. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
Or something in the vein of it.
I mean, I wouldn't even matter if like it'd be really cool if there was a direct sequel to 1,000-Year Door 2, but I really just want a spiritual successor, because other than the Mario and Luigi series, which is great, there's not a lot of RPG elements that do that kind of style and still had that kind of quirkiness.
Yeah, even Mario and Luigi doesn't follow that path. Mario and Luigi is its own game at this point.
That's true, yeah.
So Paper Mario, as we know, is currently gone. It only exists in the first 2 games.
There was a certain element to it that is just... And it's funny, because usually a lot of people complain about things being too similar and telling people to change. And so it really kind of... And I kind of tend to that because, you know, you see so many games that are repetitive and they do the same thing over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
So it bugs me that I had to dislike Sticker Star because it was poorly drawn out, but it was a different idea.
You know, I wasn't, you know, expecting 1,000 Year Door 2. Like, something in the vein, I should say.
Right.
Like, I want something that's deep, that's meaningful, that has a good plot, that has good characters, that makes battles, you know,
worthwhile.
And it has something interesting to explore. Like, this is just... They just kind of, like, threw this game at us. Like, it was like, oh, here's Paper Mario.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't, like, a big reveal like it should have been.
I could talk to you about world building all day. In 1,000 Year Door and Paper Mario, these bosses had interconnections with the rest of the world. Hooktail was feared by the land of Petalburg, which was the first world you came in, and you were fighting your way up to defeat this huge dragon.
Yeah.
Who's the guy that has the heart in Paper Mario, the original? And you have to go into the mansion.
That's, Tubba Blubba.
Tubba Blubba, right? He was, like, eating booze and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then the Boo girl, I forget her name. Bo. She comes and helps you out because she wants to help her people back. That's world building. I can relate to this and say I'm helping spare people's lives in some way or another, or I'm making their lives easier.
Yeah.
In Sticker Star,
There's none of that.
Those enemies were just there.
Yeah.
There's no... I didn't know that there was going to be a giant fucking... Pokey in World 2. I mean, I guess it was kind of obvious because of the desert theme, but the story, or lack of, didn't tell me that.
And even so, a giant Pokey? Really? For a boss? Come on. That could have... I know Miyamoto, like, limited to them to, like, New Super Mario Bros. And Super Mario World themes, but they could have done a bit more.
It just... From the people that brought us Smorg and Dupless, and Hooktail and Gloomtail and Bonetail and the Shadow Queen.
I love how you're spoiling the shit out of 1,000 Year Door right now.
Oh, I figured people would already have played and loved it.
Yeah.
So. I kind of held back on... I didn't hold back on spoilers.
So...
And then it's just a giant Pokey.
So basically, just the fact that Sticker Star is the way it is, we're just afraid that it's just gonna, like, bleed into this. And it looks like it is, but I want to have hope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay hopeful, I'm gonna stay positive, but I don't know. It's not looking good right now.
Let's just wait and see how much more information comes out, and I think we'll be able to make a good justification.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be like 3D World. When we first saw it, it was like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, like another 3D land.
Yeah, whatever. But then the second trailer came out, we were like, whoa, hey, this is good.
Yeah.
So maybe they're just getting like the out of the way, and they're gonna have the whoa later. So
yeah, maybe. Maybe they might do it. Like, this looks like it could be the next Rogue Port if it was done correctly.
The fact that it's an original world and that Peach talks, that's already a positive. So, you know, maybe the card system won't be as bad, maybe it'll be tweaked a little, maybe the story will be heftier, so we don't know much about it yet.
Yeah, so we're kind of... It's funny, we're afraid of Sticker Star bleeding into this, but I think Sticker Star bled into our discussion of Color Splash.
So,
but,
I hope to God that this isn't just a Sticker Star 2.
Yeah. I really don't want to jump on the bandwagon too easily and say this is a Sticker Star 2. It looks that way right now, and I'm kind of worried. But if those cards turned out like badges, you know,
so
it could work. It would be different, but it could work.
Yeah. So, just stay hopeful, man.
Stay hopeful.
Maybe this will be good. I'm gonna get it regardless, and I guess we'll play on the show. I hope we'll be done with 1,000 Year Door by then.
Yeah.
I think we will be.
Oh shoot. So we would literally have played everything except for Sticker Star.
Well, we haven't played the original or Super Paper Mario.
Oh, true.
We've only played 1,000 Year Door, dude.
That's true. I thought that was in the plans. Sorry.
Well, I mean...
Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to rediscuss that.
Yeah... Because I don't want to do... Well, I don't want to fucking discuss button stuff on this podcast.
Yeah, I figured that wouldn't be something to say on air.
Anyway, Color Splash. It's just... I don't know. Again, just conclusion, I just hope that it's good. I'm gonna stay hopeful and I'm gonna wait for more information.
Yeah.
So
But
fingers crossed.
fingers crossed. That's the takeaway here. Fingers crossed. Don't fuck us up again.
Yeah,
Please.
so, I guess we're about done here.
Yeah. Well, it was nice chatting with you guys.
Yeah. Let us know what you think about Paper Mario Color Splash in the comments.
Yeah.
And
And let us know what you think about these podcasts. 'Cause
Yeah.
If you guys actually like it, then we'll do more.
yeah, it's kind of weird because I don't have any visual to work with aside from this repeating video.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see what goes down.
Yeah.
All right. So next time on Bunt Discussions. That's a weird thing to say.
It is, isn't it? Ugh.
We're gonna have a different topic, I guess. I don't know when it'll be, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It'll be fun talking again.
All right. See ya.
Bye.